What is up, guys? CodeBro29 is back with a brand new video. Today we are making Roblox and YouTube history. I'm going to be the first YouTuber to show you how to make a Roblox Fall Guys game on YouTube. So make sure to watch all the way to the end as I reveal how to do part 1 to this series. Okay, first off, thanks to ScenePoint00035 for the Fall Guys morphs that I'm using. Okay, next, in the description, I'm going to leave the link to this kit, this Roblox Fall Guys Part 1 kit, and you will drag that into a brand new base plate, okay? So make sure to get that. It's free on Roblox. So I've put this kit together for you guys, so please make sure to subscribe because it took a lot of time, and I'm doing this for you guys. So just hitting that subscribe button and clicking that notification bell would be an awesome thank you. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup the Roblox Fall Guys part by hitting Control U or Command U if you're on a Mac, which I am currently for this video. And then the next thing, I just want to say this isn't it. There are going to be more parts with more maps. I just put a little mini DoorDash in at the end of the tutorial. I'll show you how you can add your own stuff to the DoorDash map, stuff like that. Okay, so second thing, go ahead and delete the base plate. Okay, we don't need the base plate. We just want our own little Fall Guys map, right? So, so what we're going to do now is we're going to ungroup these in the various locations. So we're going to ungroup this one in replicated storage, Command U or Control U, perfect, server storage, and just wherever they say to ungroup. So I'm going to ungroup this one in starter GUI and just right where it is in the workspace. Okay, so the first thing you will probably notice is you're like, what? It's just these kinds of morphs. You stand on the morph and then you get morphed. Yeah, but hold on. Don't get too bummed out because in a future tutorial, we're going to make a cool GUI that makes it look like the real Fall Guys where you click a button and you change into those costumes. So I'm really excited about that tutorial. Make sure to there you go. Click that notification bell so that you'll be notified when that comes out. And the other parts, like we're going to be adding a lot more things. Hopefully we'll add a cool shop where we can have crowns and different skins, stuff like that. And then we hopefully will add like the big eliminated box, right, at the end of the round where some people fall out of it, stuff like that. And then we hopefully will add things like eliminated and just some really cool features that I'm really excited about. So yeah, hit that subscribe button so you're notified when that comes out. Okay, so the next thing what we're gonna do is first you'll notice that I've already included a main music in the kit. So this is the Fall Guys music. Because of copyright issues, however, I'm gonna have my sound off so that there is no problem with the copyright. Okay, second thing is first thing we're gonna do for scripting is we're gonna insert a script into server script service. I'm gonna go ahead and call this script. Whoops, I have these. That's weird. Okay. I'm going to call the name music, okay? Now I'm going to delete the print hello world, and I'm going to say while true do. Then we're going to say game.workspace.mainmusic.is equals true. Then we're going to say wait game.workspace.mainmusic.time length. So I did notice in the last time, so this is my second time recording this video due to some technical difficulties, but I did notice that there was some loud typing in the keyboard, so I hope that doesn't happen for this recording, but if it does, sorry about the loud typing. Okay, so what this is doing is just saying forever we're going to be playing the main theme song, waiting for it to finish, then play it again, finish, play it again. Pretty simple. Not much to say there. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a script into server script service again. And this is going to be called round handling. Okay, so this is where we're going to be handling the round and really just the main script of the game, okay? So I'm going to get rid of this print hello world. Whoops. not sound. First off, I'm going to say wait 3. Now, why am I putting that there, CodeBro? Well, basically, I'm putting it there because we want to make sure that everything's spawned into the game. We don't want to have any errors. Like, what if the map wasn't completely loaded in the game and we started the script? Then we're going to get some errors. We might get some errors. So I'm just putting the wait there just so that we can, so that it's, I don't know, just a better chance for success, if that makes sense. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, sorry, let me pull up the next part. Yeah, okay, so this is while wait1 point 1 do. We're going to, so this is the main handling right here. This is, so first off, we're going to say if players, sorry, we first have to define players. We're going to say local players equals game.players colon get players. Whoa, caps lock. Sorry about that. Get players. Sorry, voice kind of went out. Okay, local players equals game.players colon get players. Basically, now whenever we say players, the script knows that we're talking about all the players in the game. Okay, now we're going to say if number of players is not equal to 1 and number of, actually, let's not do this. Let's just say if number of players is greater than 1, then. So if there are 2 or more players, then we can start the round. You can change this to whatever you want. I would recommend saying 2 or more, but you can change this to 5 players, whatever you really want to do. If I'll leave that part up to you, but this is the minimum amount of players. 1 more, so whatever you put that number there, plus 1 is the minimum amount of players needed to start the game. Okay, we're going to drop a line and we're going to say else wait point 1. So we're just going to be waiting constantly until there are enough players to play the game. Okay, we're going to say game.replicated, sorry, my bad. Don't do that. So the first thing, if we have enough players, the first thing I want to do is spawn in a map, right? We're going to pick a random map. And because we only have one map currently, that's the DoorDash map that I had for you guys, then we can just clone the DoorDash map. We're going to go in once we have more maps, because I will include more maps for the new tutorials. When we have more, we'll go back in and we will change that so that it picks a random map. Okay, we're going to say local cloned map equals game.server storage.maps.DoorDash colon clone. So we're making a clone of the map, right? Now we're going to say cloned map.name equals map. So we're just going to give it the name map so that we can reference it from any script. We're going to say cloned map.parent equals workspace. So we're going to clone it to the workspace so everybody can see it. If you didn't know that already, if you're kind of starting out in Roblox Studio, you'll notice if you put the DoorDash into the workspace, you can see it, but literally anything else, you cannot can't see it anymore, right? So that's why I'm putting it into workspace and not any of the others. All right, let me just close that up again. Okay, let's get back into our round handling. Okay, we're gonna say if number of players is less than or equal to, here I'm gonna say 8. Then, so if there are only 8 players, that's a kind of small game for Fall Guys. As you probably know, Fall Guys online success, so many people are playing it. That's a pretty small game if you're playing Fall Guys. So we're gonna say game dot sorry, hold on. First, before we do that, I just want to say I would recommend putting the maximum amount of players at something like, I don't know, 50 maybe. We don't want to make it so huge that it'll break, but I would say probably 50 is a max player. That's a pretty good server. So Also, when we finish our Fall Guys completely, I will see about doing a live stream where you guys can join me in game. I'll have probably a week in advance put out a video just saying, hey, we're going to do this live stream in a week where you can join me in my Fall Guys game that we have worked on. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're ready for that whenever it comes out. Okay, so now that we've gotten that over, we can say game.replicatedStorage dot limit, dot value equals number of players minus 1. So I just want to clear this up. What is happening here? Good question. So we're saying if there are less than 8 players, then we're just going to make the, because there's qualified like 5 out of 25, 3 out of 45. We're making the maximum amount of players, like the 45 or the 35, just the amount of players minus 1, okay? But if there are more than 8 players, or 9 or more players, we're just going to say else game.replicatedStorage dot limit dot value equals number of players minus 5. So now we're going to be able to eliminate more people because we have more people in the server. Let's see. Now what we're going to do, I'm also going to just make sure you have this ready because later on we're going to move it. I just wanted to write it out now, if that makes sense. Okay, we're just going to say, actually, why don't we just do this right here? Where it says workspace, we're going to drop a line there, and we're going to say game.replicatedStorage.qualified.value equals 0, because we don't want anybody to start out qualified, right? So now I'm going to say wait, and this is really up to you. I'm going to put wait 15. I think that's a pretty good length between rounds for people to join, change their skin, do whatever they want. And then also we're going to have a shop GUI. Hopefully we'll have a shop GUI later, so when that's in, it'll give them time to look at the shop, buy stuff, etc. So make sure to have a wait there that's long enough of an intermission. That's basically the intermission. Okay, now that's where we have our if number of players, because we're going to want to check our players again, okay? So we're going to re-reference players as players equals game.players :get players. So we want to re-get the players in case anybody joined or left in the 15 seconds that went by. Okay, so since this is all instant now, we don't have to reference the players again. If we had said wait 20 again, then we would want to re-reference the players, right? But because this is all at the same, supposed to happen one after another so quick, we don't need to re-reference players, right? So we can just say for I, v in pairs, players do. So this is going to loop through all the players in the game. And now we're going to say if v.character find first child humanoid root part, then. So what this is saying is if we found a humanoid root part which is in all characters, then we can go ahead and move him, and we know that that is not a Fall Guys skin. Okay, this is a way for us to check and see if it's a Fall Guy, if they have changed into a Fall Guy, or they're just their regular avatar. Now we're going to say else if v.character else if v.character find first child chest 1. So if you look into the Fall Guys in the workspace, you'll notice that they have a thing called chest 1 in here. So that's why I'm saying if we find their chest 1, then we know that it's a Fall Guy, that they're playing as a Fall Guys skin, right? We can say v.character.chest1 HRP. So this may be confusing, but in the chest, I've added a part called an HRP. So we're just referencing to that. And then we can say dot position equals cloned map dot spawn part dot position. So we're also going to come back up into our if statement. I forgot this line. We're going to say v dot character dot humanoid root part dot position equals cloned map dot spawn part dot position. Make sure it's capitalized just like I have it here. So this is just going to move all of the players into the race when the map has spawned in and we've waited for the intermission. That's all that this for loop is doing. It's spawning them into the map. Okay, so now we're going to print, we're going to just, in here, we're going to print, just so we know, print successfully moved players, okay? And then we're going to drop a couple lines. Okay, so now we're doing the round handling. Now we're just saying, okay, we're going to wait until either the amount of people that can be qualified have been qualified, or the amount of, what am I trying to say? If everybody except for one person has left the game, then we want to stop the round. Okay, so we're going to say for I, comma, v in pairs, players do. So we're again going to, oh, I'm sorry. My bad. This isn't where we are. We are right here. We're going to say while game.replicated storage .qualified.value is not equal to game.replicated storage. Actually, we're just going to say, yeah. This is tough to tell what we want to do here. I think this is okay. Because we'll have very close games, like in Fall Guys, where it seems like people are touching at the very same time. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I think it'll be okay. Limit value and number of players is not equal to 1, then. So if, do. So forever, we're going to keep playing the round until either everybody is qualified or the number of players is 1, right? If everybody has left the game except for 1 or except for 0. Okay. Now we can say if game.replicatedStorage.qualified.value, this is the same script pretty much, we're just checking again, equals game.replicatedStorage.limit.value, then we want to end the game, right? So we can just literally just say wait, 0.1, and then we can say break, okay? That is pretty simple. I don't think there's much to say there. Yeah, okay, so we're just giving a second so that it can break without having a glitch. Now we're going to say else if number of players equals 1 or number of players equals 0. What if everybody left the game? That's kind of rare, but what if it happened? Then we're going to also break. So we're going to break out of the forever loop. And at this point, we're going to say else. So if not everybody has made it and there are still people in the game, we're going to print round still going. Actually, get rid of this print. It's going to print all over the output. It may lag. So we're going to just say wait 0.1 like that. So it's going to forever and ever and ever and ever. We can even say 0.01 just to be even more careful. Wait 0.01 is going to go forever and ever and ever and ever until one of these requirements has been met. Once it has been met, we can jump out of this and we can say, print round over, because the round is now over. If everybody has made it to the qualified area or everybody's left except for one player, we're going to say game.replicatedStorage.map, sorry, not replicated storage, workspace.map, :destroy. So we're going to get rid of that map, and then we're going to say wait 5 seconds. We're going to give it some time to get rid of the map and just do all the tasks. We're going to come back up here and fix something in a minute. And we can say players. We're going to, again, reference the players equals game.players. Not player emulator service. Sorry about that. : get players. Whoops. Okay. Now, up here, we're gonna come about here. It really doesn't matter your spacing. That's the cool thing about Roblox. We can say, we're again gonna reference the players. Players equals game.players, get players, because we're again using the players. And what if one of the players left? We can say for I, v in pairs, players do. So we're going to loop through all the players again, and we're going to say if we can take this script right here, take that, and copy this, but we're going to change a little bit, okay? We're going to get rid of that line there, that line there, and we're going to change the position to C frame with a capital C and F right here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back into our map, and we're going to spawn a part right over our lobby, okay? We can go ahead and move it a little bit. See, I've inserted a spawn location there for when they start the game. And then, yep, perfect. And now we're going to take the position. Boom, like that. Okay, and now we're going to say cframe.new and paste that position right there. And then we can say cframe.new, paste the position. Okay, we have one more thing to do with the when they've crossed the finish line. We want to script that well so it looks cool and it says qualified when they've made it to the finish line, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go into DoorDash and we're going to go into finish back, and we're going to insert a script there, okay? So in this script, we are going to be basically saying when they finish the race, we want them to go back to the lobby and wait for the others too. We're going to say script.parent.touched connect function hit. Okay, so when the finish line has been touched, we're going to do this. We're going to say if game.players find first child, and then in parentheses and quotation marks, sorry, not quotation marks, hit.parent.name. Whoops, that would have given an error because I typed H and parent. So we're going to say then. So if this is a real player that's touched it, not just like a brick or something, we can say if not script dot parent find first child hit dot parent dot name. Then, so this is something I've added here. Every single person that finishes the game, we're going to add a new variable or a new value that is their name, right? We're going to add them to the people who have finished. So we're going to say hit.cframe equals cframe.new. We can paste that position from the lobby there again, and we can drop a line, and we can say game.replicated storage qualified dot value equals game dot replicated storage dot qualified dot value. Nope, spelling qualified. Whoops. Yeah. Dot qualified dot value +1. So we're adding 1 to the people who are qualified. Okay. So if you take this, if you look into replicated storage and move this qualified GUI, you will notice, and put it in starter GUI, you will notice that I have included a qualified, whatever you want to call it, a little GUI. Okay. So go ahead and, take that qualified GUI and put it back in replicated storage. Replicated storage, not limit. Once you've done that, and then we're going to go back to our script in the door. I'm going to go ahead, because it's a little messy, I'm going to go ahead and rename this script. We're going to name it finish script, like that. Now we're going to drop a line, and we're going to say local tag equals instance.new, and then this really does not matter what it is as long as it's an object, but I would just do a bool value. Go ahead and type that in like that. We're just making a new value, and we're going to parent it tag.parent equals script.parent. So we're putting the tag into the finish back brick, okay? Now we're going to say tag.name equals hit.parent.name. Okay? So we're making a brand new tag. That way they can't finish twice, right? Or 3 times or 4 times, however many, whatever. They can't finish more than once. We can say local cloned qualified equals game.replicated storage dot qualified qualified GUI clone. Okay, and now we can say what happened there? Cloned qualified dot parent equals game dot not replicated storage. I keep saying that. Sorry guys. Game dot players find first child hit dot parent dot name dot player GUI. Okay. Now we're gonna say cloned qualified dot script dot disabled equals false. So you'll notice that inside of the cloned qualified GUI, I have inserted a script in here that just says wait 1 and then it's going to destroy it. So all this is doing is it's only going to show up 1 time, right? So go ahead and publish this to Roblox. You can publish it as a new game or as an existing game if you've already made it. So Fall Guys has been published successfully. Perfect. So now I'm going to go into Roblox. And I'm going to look for Fall Guys tutorial part 1 right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and play the game. Okay, so I've loaded in, and if you look over here, you will realize that there's no map, right? There's no level. It hasn't spawned in yet. So, but once a second player joins, that's all we need, just a second player to join. As soon as that second player joins, there we go. We've got our map, right? So here's my brother's account. We're going to play as a fall guy, right? Boom. We're just waiting for the... Okay, there we go. So that we have spawned into the map. DoorDash, boom, boom, boom. Break, 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 break. Whoa, I have no idea how that happened. These are kind of flinging everywhere. All right, and now... if I jump, I've been qualified and the round is over, right? And it says qualified 1 out of 1. And now look, we've got another finish line, another map that's spawned in. So this is going to go on forever, but what if my brother were to leave the game? What would happen now? Okay, well, now we only have 1 player. So it's just spawned us back in the lobby. And there's no map. It's just the lobby while we wait for another player. So I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, so something before we go, I'm going to add another feature. Not another feature. I'm going to show you guys how you can add more to the DoorDash like I said I would. So I'm going to, gosh, what is happening? That is strange. Okay, so now I'm going to put the DoorDash into the workspace. And if you want to, so as you notice, there are quite a few doors that you can smash through. I think this one's fine, but what if we only wanted 1 door to be able to smash through in here? All you have to do is hold Option if you're on a Mac or Alt on a computer or PC, Windows, whatever you want to call it, and select the doors, whichever ones you think should be non-breakable. Click that anchor. Make sure it's dark. The anchor is dark. So if it's dark, you will realize that these 2 are dark also, so that means this one is not. That's the one that you can smash through. So let's check all these out. I only want 1 door to be able to smash through. This is going to be a hard part. I'm going to go ahead and anchor that one. And I'm going to go ahead and anchor that one as well. And let's just anchor this one just because. Let's anchor that one and that one. So far... we have all the doors anchored. I want that one to not be anchored. So if it's already dark and that's the one you want to be not anchored, the one you can smash down, just click the anchor button again. Now I'm just going to check. Yep, it's dark. So perfect. So we've got all those. What if you add more to this, right? That's pretty simple. So if you want to move the finish line here, so that you can add more, just take the model right here, the finish back, and then what's the other one? I want to say, yeah, I think it's all these parts. No, not the parts. The model, get rid of that empty model, that won't do anything. There we go, finish back, model, and yeah, sorry about that, guys. So I'm gonna just check and see where this is. Oh, this is in the parts, shoot. Okay, so all you gotta do is grab the smooth block models, move that back where you want it to be, take all the smooth block models, okay? You can even, just to make it easier for you, you can group them and name this line, or line. You can also change the graphics in here if you'd like to. Make sure that they finish back. It's an invisible part, but this is where they are going to be finishing. So make sure that is like right behind or right by the finish line. That's perfect. I'm gonna also take that model right here, grab that, put it there, perfect. And then I can also, if I wanted to, grab the floor, move it a little bit so that it's like this. Yeah, it's really up to you guys if you want to add more. Just also, if you want to add a new part into it, say you wanted just a part here, I don't know why you would, but say you wanted the part, literally all you have to do, make sure that it's anchored if you want it to stay anchored, and all you gotta do is put it in DoorDash, and then put it back into the maps folder. So I'm gonna undo all that because I don't want that for my map. If you guys want that, it's totally fine. Do whatever you guys want. Okay, I'm gonna take DoorDash, put it back in the maps folder, and we're good to go on that. I believe that's everything, I think. And then if you guys would like to see how we can randomly have a door fall, right, or it randomly picks the doors that are anchored, make sure to put that in my wall. The link to my group wall on Roblox will be in the description. I'm trying to think if that's it. I believe that's all. Also, put in the the wall on my group, which maps you want me to create for future episodes, and just any new features that you would like to see in this tutorial series. Okay, sorry, something else, sorry for the cut, you'll realize that this is a cut. Something else I do want to do before we leave is the Invisa Wall, okay? So this is going to make it so that they can't go until it's time to start the round, right? Because you know that you can't go until it's actually time to start the round in real Fall Guys. So if you go into DoorDash, I'll have this in all of the maps, you'll notice that there's an Invisa Wall, okay? That's just a clear, transparent wall that will keep them from going too far before the round starts. So I'm going to go into round handling, and I'm just going to come down here to where we spawn them. So where it says print successfully moved players, I'm just going to, right here, I'm going to give them 3, 2, 1, right? We're not going to do that GUI this time, but hopefully soon we'll do that, and the populating GUI, stuff like that. All we're going to say is game.workspace .map.invisa wall. Make sure you have that spelled just how it is in the DoorDash map. So I'm going to go in, make sure Invisa Wall. Yeah, that should work. We're going to say .can collide. So it's currently set to can collide false. If you look at it, it's can collide false. But for the beginning of the round, we just want to say .can collide equals true. Okay? And I'm actually going to take this line of code, and I'm going to move it right up to right after this wait 15, okay? Just so that it's already there. Now, down here after the successfully moved players, we're just going to say wait 3, so it's going to, later on in the tutorial, when we add like a cutscene showing the map, that'll go back and look at the map and show all the players, stuff like that. That'll be a really fun episode. We will add a 3, 2, 1 GUI, you know? So, but for now, we're just going to wait 3 seconds, and we're going to say game.workspace.map.invisawall.can collide equals false. Okay, that should be it. Other than that, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Thanks.